Hey, good Thursday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather update for this Thursday, September the 19th, 2013. A beautiful day across eastern North Carolina expected once again. Can't complain about this weather pattern, but there are changes on the way that do include moisture return, also in the temperature department, also going to be going up. So unfortunately, heat and humidity back into the forecast for just a little bit, but really more so rain chances, and even some heavy rain at that. We'll talk about that here in the full update video. A lot to go into this forecast, and it is a little uncertain, especially going into the long range. Here's a look at Live Viper 9 this morning. We're doing this update about 10:25. A few showers and thunderstorms offshore, and that's where they're going to stay for the most part. Maybe one or two sprinkles for inland areas from about Highway 17 and points eastward, but that's about it for today as far as that's concerned. Here's a live look out at Jacksonville this morning. Beautiful across the area. You saw a beautiful sunrise across the east. We had some alto cirrus clouds, if I can get it out correctly, across the area this morning. It made for a beautiful sunrise. Now starting to clear out. Some of those clouds are still hanging back to the west of I-95, but everybody across the east pretty much in the clear this morning. You're looking at this from Onslow Memorial Hospital, looking towards Western Boulevard, off towards the north and the east. Currently 68 degrees in Greenville, 70 in New Bern, 70 already in Jacksonville. For tonight, mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Overall, not too bad. 70 degrees, like I said, down in New Bern, 70 at Swan Quarter, as well as Elizabeth City, 68. Seems like a popular number as you head deeper inland for Wilson, Goldsboro, Kenansville, and Kinston. 69 degrees down in Morehead City at this 10:30 hour. So we are on our way up today. High pressure in control. Now a little wave moving through the state this morning. That's what actually kicked up the cloud coverage this morning. That actually sparked some showers and thunderstorms to the north and west of us yesterday. Not any rain in our neck of the woods, thanks to the high pressure ridge. Now you see some showers and thunderstorms moving into the southwestern portion of Virginia, and also into southwestern portions of West Virginia this morning, also back into Louisville, back up towards Lexington, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis this morning. That's not going to be moving towards us. That's nowhere near coming near us. We have a double barrel high pressure center basically on top of us, and we're going to be dry at least until this thing moves off. So what we got going on this morning, obviously we've had the clouds deep inland, mainly from about Nash County points to the west, but otherwise it's been nice. Mostly to partly sunny sky, temperatures topping out upper 70s, lower 80s this afternoon. Can't rule out one or two sprinkles for areas east of US 17, like I said earlier, and then as we head towards 7 p.m., maybe you got plans heading down to, I don't know, the Lenoir County Fair. Tonight will be about 72 degrees down through Lenoir County at 7 p.m. Most areas in the lower 70s, upper 60s as you head further to the north. Through the overnight hours, we'll drop back into the middle and upper 50s for inland spots along Highway 24. About 60 degrees, and as you head further to the coast, likely the closer to the beaches you are, the warmer it will be. Likely at the immediate beaches, right around 70 degrees through the overnight hours tonight, and also out along the outer banks as well. Overall, not too bad of a night setting up for us. Could have some patchy fog once again to start off your Friday morning, but looking good through Friday afternoon, mostly to partly sunny skies once again, maybe one or two sprinkles out for the areas east of Highway 17. Temperatures topping out in the lower 80s for the most part, maybe some middle 80s if things get a little crazy down south of US 70. All right, so what we got going on right now, Hurricane Manuel still churning, actually very slow movement this morning, dumping a lot of rain over the western half of Mexico. And now we have the low pressure center down to the south, and really and truly is pretty much falling apart this morning. But the big thing that's going to really invigorate this system is going to be the frontal boundary that'll be approaching from the north. You can kind of see it up there, kind of stretching through Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas, down towards New Mexico. That's the frontal boundary that is actually going to bring us showers and thunderstorms come Sunday. But that frontal boundary and the trough associated with it is going to be the focal mechanism to help to get this system going, if it does happen to get it going. And a lot of the computer modeling, you'll see here, has it going towards the west. Now, yesterday, completely different story. We had two models. The H-Wharf was one of them, bringing it up towards the Big Bend. This is the center of low pressure that we're talking about, and I'll preface this once again by saying these models don't do very well if the storm is not formed. So looking at it as just a area of disturbance, it's just it's one of those things that the models just can't handle it very well. But I will say that it's trending towards the west as far as the center of low pressure. Now, whether or not the shearing profile is enough to really get the moisture to move, that's another issue, and that's something that we're going to be watching over the next couple of days. Here's a long-range precision forecast model. High pressure will be in control. This is looking at Saturday morning. You see some clouds moving in here. I think we'll go partly cloudy skies that day, with increasing cloud coverage through the afternoon hours. The frontal boundary is approaching us, and you see a lot of moisture down to the south. And some of that moisture from that low pressure center will be down there as well, and may be able to get streamed up in here. By Sunday evening, we saw a few showers possible on Sunday, and this is actually an outlier from the other computer models. The GFS and the European are really bringing in the rain chances, but the BAMS model, this is the Barron Advanced Meteorological System, it is not bringing in any type of real precipitation and clears the board by Sunday. And it looks very much like the GFS at this point. But the European model has been very consistent, or as more consistent as far as the forecast is concerned, over the past couple of days. So it's a crapshoot right now for days 5 through 7 as far as what's actually going to happen. I'll tell you, the uncertainty in the forecast is definitely there. Let's pull out Friday really quick. We got Touchdown Friday. Good stuff across the area. West Craven at Conley, Kinston at Rose, Hertford County, South Central, Laney at Newbern, Northside Jacksonville at Havelock, East Duplin at North Lenore, Farmville Central, Green Central, Jacksonville at Topsail, Roanoke Rapids at Tarboro, East Carteret at Riverside, and Edenton at Northside. Game of the week, West Craven at Conley. Looking good. Great weather for it. No problems whatsoever. So good news in that category. ECU is off this week. They will play UNC over in Chapel Hill next Saturday. I think that's a 12:30 game. But as far as what we're going to have to be dealing with, a lot of rainfall possibly Sunday into Monday. And like I said, the forecast is very fluid at this point, and it will likely change again. I have a feeling that Monday through Wednesday, just not very confident right now to say it'll rain, it's not going to rain. Just so much divergence in the model solutions. It's just hard to hone in on one. I think hopefully by Friday at least, we'll be able to say, hey, this is kind of what we're looking at. Things have come into better of agreement. But in the meantime, it's really just out there. It's any man for himself right now, because the model solutions, you got the GFS clearing the board, you got the European bringing up a secondary low up the coast that has been fairly consistent. Then you have the BAMS model I just showed you, and that's showing basically nothing, very similar to the GFS. So, like I said, the modeling is just not very good right now in pinpointing what we are going to be expecting past the frontal boundary on Sunday. That'll do it for me here on the ENC Weather Update. Next update here will be by tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist David Sawyer in tonight from 5, 5:30, 6, 10 o'clock on the CW, and 11 o'clock right back on WNCT. Stay up to date with us on Facebook as well as Twitter and on WNCT.com. I'm in tomorrow morning for Dante Jones on Morning Edition from 5 to 7, also the noon show. And then I'm back on my regular schedule for the weekend, and I'm sure football will have something to do with that schedule. We'll update you on the Facebook side when we do find out. You guys have a great rest of your day, a great day tonight, a great night tonight, and a great weather week.